My first boat, I never caught a game fish. My second boat, caught some bass, few sharks. My third boat, let's just say I got 99 problems catching big fish, ain't one. Let's go.
I always going to fish, always.
Welcome back to another episode of Hustle and Fish. We're gonna stay real organic today, and I'm just gonna chill in the tower and reminisce about what they don't tell you about buying a fishing boat, okay? We all know what the naysayers say about buying a fishing boat, but we're gonna come from the perspective of what the slayers say about buying a fishing boat. Very important, okay? Because at this point in my life, I only have one regret, and it is I should have did it way sooner. So here I am behind the camera. Hopefully I can encourage one person today to make that move. But I do have some tips that can save you some grief and just share my experiences of having a Parker and what I've been through. You know, I recall on my first boat, which we named the Sea Possum, little 18-footer that I bought in the hood. Someone had it for sale and I bought it, okay? And I still remember wise words from my father. He said, son, the two greatest moments in a man's life is when he buys a boat, and the second one is when he sells the boat. Yeah, whatever, Dad. Got the boat, and eventually that statement was true. I was so happy to sell my second boat. I think I paid about $4,000 or $5,000. I think it was a Sea Ray, and sold it for $500. Motor was seized, all rusted up, but boy was I happy when it left the driveway. But today I'm giving you some pointers about a beautiful boat like this, okay? Got a tower, got amazing rod racks, got a beautiful 300 in the back, and I just want to encourage somebody with this information. Life is short, okay? FYI, we're all gonna die, okay? Now, speaking from experience, I didn't have the money for the boat. I actually had not one penny for the boat when I got it, okay? It just kind of fell into my lap, okay? And I financed $37,000 from a bank and got an amazing Parker that was abandoned, okay? I'm sure if the owner seen it today, he would have nothing but regret that he sold this beauty, okay? But here's the main thing I want to emphasize, okay? You're only going to be young once. And even if you're not so young, as long as you got health, you got to make the move, okay? I think about one day, I won't have the health for this. I'm talking about when I'm way older. Maybe at that time, you know, I'll go back to long range fishing. But the main thing is I'm thankful for is that I have the health, okay? The health to get up in the morning. I got no pain in my body, thank you, Lord. And I'm able to aggressively chase big bluefin tuna. It's very physical, okay? This is a 23-foot boat. Taking care of it, maintaining it, it's very physical. And while I have the health, the strength, I want to utilize this moment. You guys, you won't always have that. So while you have it, utilize it. You don't want to be one day, Lord forbid, on your deathbed with regrets. I have nothing but great memories of this boat. So I'm encouraging anybody, scrape up the money, do what you have to do. But if you have a desire to get a boat, I encourage everybody, go for it. That brings up my next topic. If you're going to buy something worth investing in. I did buy junk boats before. I think my first boat, I don't even know what name it was. My second boat, Sea Ray. It wasn't a fishing boat. I'm talking today to fishermen, okay? If you're going to buy a boat, buy something worth investing, something with a great reputation. Parker, Grady White, Skipjack, Boston Whaler, etc. If you guys have any ideas or any recommendations of great boats to fix up, drop them in the comments, please. My boat, when I got it, all it had was a good name and reputation, okay? It was left for dead in a boatyard, looking ashy. It went from ashy to classy, okay? All it needed was some TLC. I'm not gonna say that's all it needed, but for the most part, the body, the hull, everything was in good condition. It was just dusty and ashy. Got it for $37,000. Yeah, I put another $40,000 into it, but I didn't do it overnight. I've been fixing my boat up for the last 5 years, okay? And I would say it took me 4 years to get it where I want it. And there's something special about fixing a boat up yourself. I mean, if I had the money today, yes, I would go buy a boat, spend $1 million, get it exactly the way I want it. But there was something special in the building process of learning your electronics, learning how to put a transducer in, learning how to troubleshoot, you know, because you're on a budget, you figure out how to do your own maintenance. And then you come to find out that, hey, these boats ain't so hard. My previous boats, now that was a waste of money because I did put money into them. I kept putting money into them, but these boats were just junk from the beginning, okay? You got to buy something worth investing in. Today, if I wanted to sell my boat, I'm pretty sure I could get anywhere from 80 to 100,000, or I wouldn't sell it. I'll just keep it and buy another boat. Now, the third point that I wanted to make today was the adventure aspect, okay? We all have in our DNA a calling for adventure. We don't have a calling for the internet, ChatGPT, all this other bull crap. We have a calling in our DNA for adventure. Real quick, before I dive into that, I forgot I do have another contest today for anyone who could guess the weight of this fish right here. Leave your answers in the comments. I'll find them, and then I'll find you. I also want to shout out last week's winner from my episode from the Big Fish, from the Big Bluefin series network. You know, the video only got half the views my other videos get, which tells me you guys are sleeping. Network is so important. So if you missed it, I'm going to put a link in the description. Go back and watch that episode because network is something that a lot of people don't talk about, but it is more than half the game out there. And the winner of that episode was Dan Smith. Congratulations, Dan Smith. You guessed it right on the money. The tuna weighed 290. Your guess was 290. Congratulations. I'll be sending you a message today and following up with a dope hoodie like this. Ta-da! Isn't that gorgeous? Now, going back to the adventure aspect, which is my favorite part of owning a boat, is launching out from Long Beach, Dana Point, San Diego, and just, there's something magical, okay, about having a boat and heading out into the deep blue ocean, okay? The what if factor, okay? There's a few things that go through my mind. I know there's a danger factor. I know I pushed this boat so far that, you know, there's a lot of risk involved. But life is fulfilling when you take risk, you know? I don't want to be a grown man who just goes to work, chills with my family and wife, and hits restaurants and, you know, little vacay here and there. I need adventure. I need to risk my life at times because coming back home from every trip is a risk. And I do feel that I do push the limits. You never know what the ocean may bring. And sometimes it does bring it. But when I make it back home, I'm thankful to be back on land. The adventure aspect to me is the most important. Yeah, I love catching fish. Yeah, I love hooking the big one. But to me, it's the favorite part. I love adventure. And a boat will provide you that. So with that being said, guys, I hope I gave you some value. I hope I encouraged just one person. I'm not expecting this video to blow, but I'm expecting one guy to make a decision today. Talk to his boys, talk to his family, get that boat. And if your boat is not running, Berto, fix that boat and get you some adventure. With that being said, it's a wrap. Hustle and fish. Let's go.
I always find the fish. Always.